देखा तो यहाँ रहीक देखा देखा आम चेंज रिअरेंज करवा नहीं इफ इट इज विजिबल I think now it will be visible. टेबल उठेगा नहीं टेबल थाऊ नहीं देखा जाऊँ मु पचार देख हाँ टेबल चेंज करेंगे पाखे चेयर पाखे चेयर कर दो I would request Sri Bansal, Sri Arun Kumar Bansal, and our first presenter, Dr. Sudhakar Kar, to come to the dais, please.
On that light, sir.
Good morning, friends. We are now starting the first technical session, which will take you to the lunch. Unfortunately, we are running out of time. So I'll request, we have almost about 80-90 minutes time with 5 speakers. So I request all the speakers to please restrict their talks to 15 minutes. I know it will be difficult because they might have prepared longer speeches, but considering the time constraint, I sincerely request them to limit it to 15 minutes at the maximum. I'll give them a hint after about 12 or 13 minutes. Thank you.
अपन समस्त मोर प्रणाम नमस्कार. Chairman sir, now I will share my experience and with knowledge about crocodile conservation, but especially my topic, estuarine crocodiles in Bhitarkanika. Very difficult to restrict it to 15 minutes. Usually I talk very long time whenever I go to any college or any institution. So here I need not elaborate about the subject. For Dr. Postar's survey, not only in Odisha but all over India. And after his recommendation and the entire project, 35 projects were in operation. Odisha, we are lucky having all the 3 species. So our project in Tikarapada. Bhitarkanika population is depleted to such an extent. If they are not saved, by this time it is almost would have been extinct. So at the first survey in 1976, I spent about 2 months in the entire rivers and creeks. As per the Dr. Boster's guidance and technical expertise, I counted the crocodiles in both day and night in all the creeks in the sanctuary. That time it was a sanctuary. In lot of fishing activity was there. Rampant killing of crocodiles were there for skin purpose before implementation of Wildlife Protection Act as well as the declaration of sanctuary. So our objective of FAO, UNDP and Government India and Forest Department that time was to rear and release, to save the population and rear and release, to grow the population. That was the objective. And to build up the depleted population, that was a priority. So we are collecting eggs, incubating the eggs in the project hatchery, and then once they hatch, after 75 days, we rear them in captive husbandry conditions, taking a lot of precautions. And once they attain 1 meter length, they are ready for release, and we take them to the creeks and rivers away from human habitation, and there we release program. So you will be happy that gradually the population has built up, and we have released 3,000 young ones, captive reared young ones into the Vitarkanika river systems. And one time we have, all the pools are full of crocodiles, series of pools are there on different age groups. And see the nest I am going, I told you only one nest we got in the 75. Gradually, maximum 3 to 5 nests we are locating. Entire forest blocks of the Vitarkanika. Very difficult to locate the nest, and these are mound nester, not like the gharial mugger. Usually mugger and gharial whole nesters. Fortunately, she survived but lost one eye. And in mascot, we have government is very kind to select this Gori as the mascot in the 15th National Youth Festival. You see the success story. You see our population, this was only 96, 61 sub-adult and 29 adults. Now see the population is building up. And in 2020, 1757, 1760, then 1784 and 1793. Last January census we conducted both day and night, and the population is gradually, slowly growing up, but it is stable population. And here interesting thing I have to say that it is coming to everybody's mind. We have to release so many hatchlings, so many crocodiles are there. It has a lot saturated, but not it is not saturated. We are not collecting eggs since 1985. Our habitat is very small. It is not like bigger like the Sundarban. It is only 45 square kilometer national park, which is the core of the habitat where 80% of the population thrive. Rest area sanctuary, they are disturbed habitat, only 15 to 20% survive. So we have stopped collection of eggs, and we are not rearing a large number. Only one clutch we are getting for to keep alleviate our research technique. This is the story. Because time is limited, so this is our result to see when I counted the crocodiles in 1967, only 0.87. But a 1 kilometer length you travel, you can see a one crocodile, either a bigger or smaller. But 2013, you travel 1 kilometer in the river and creeks, definitely see 13 crocodiles of different size classes. Then in 75, 76, maximum 3 to 5 nests. That was, we are taking the local tribals, Dalai people, who are helping us for locating the nest. And maximum 200 eggs. Now, there are 120 nests. I told you we are not collecting eggs. We are taking care of it, taking balance, because a lot of predation of eggs in the wild. There is a lot of predation of hatchlings by wild boar and sharks. So the nature is taking very good balance. Sir, I am going very fast. There are 1793 crocodiles, and Bhitarkanika holds 6 crocodiles of 18 to 20 feet. That is our assessment. Last census result. 3 crocodiles are above 20 feet. You can imagine 20 feet. What is the size? 4 crocodiles, they are above 20 feet. Just like 20 feet. Don't take, say it is 22. It is 20 feet just plus. Can they, females don't grow after certain age. I have not seen a female growing more than 12 feet. Only males grow and grow very slowly throughout their life. So, 20 feet, it is, can we guess the age? It will be 150 years old, the 20 feet crocodile. That we have calculated. So, we have 4 crocodiles of 20 feet, near about 20 feet length, and one is recorded in Guinness Book of World Record, twice. And here I tell, Bhitarkanika earlier was a range, it was a Konika range, it was a Athagoda division, my first year was Gaurohit Mishra, and later it became a division, and the Konika range, which is most potential range, holds the 75% of entire population. I told you, the habitat is very good. Why? You will tell me why. It is a good mangrove cover. Crocodiles, estuarine crocodile is the indicator species of healthy mangrove ecosystem. Lot of creeks and creeklets are there. So they need it, mother need for nesting. Then status of undisturbed mud bank. That is most important because they need basking in winter's time. So less human disturbance. No illegal fishing, that is a must. Illegal fishing will spoil everything. Once there is a fishing, the hatchlings will die, younglings will die, because the fishing net they are spread everywhere. So that has been stopped almost in Bhitarkanika National Park. Not in sanctuary. Sanctuary is still difficult. Hyposaline, less saline, they don't migrate to sea. They prefer in a depth of water must be 2 meters at minimum tide. Here I want to highlight Bhitarkanika. Just people, our young friends could know how Bhitarkanika is the potential.
Dr. Sudhakar, please conclude.
Oh, sir. Okay. In comparison to national status, Bhitarkanika, the vertebrate fauna, higher vertebrates I am telling, 80% mammal, 17.7% bird, 9% above reptiles and amphibians. So many things. I am not elaborating, this is the most important plant. We have vivipary germination. You know, animals having vivipary germination, but plant is having, mangrove plant is having viviparous germination. Next, you see what is the fishing activities still they are illegal. People go for fishing in full moon and new moon days. During particularly high tide, they get a lot of fish. Aquaculture is problematic everywhere in the coastal ecosystem. Bhitarkanika is still a problem, and it should be stopped. It is my request to everybody, to the government, to the forest department, they know aquaculture should be allowed in the Bhitarkanika National Park and periphery area. Encroach of forest land, it was there earlier. You see how people are encroaching. It was up to 76. Now it has stopped. Illicit collection of firewood is still going in some extent. Grazing of cattle, people have practiced to leave the cattle into the forest for grazing. Hunting of wildlife, stopped, checked, but still people have crazy to go for forest to kill something. Then here another thing, sir, 2 minutes, sir. Full-time research officer. Here I appeal to each one of you, because after our retirement, 3 researchers, then no research officer is appointed, 4 posts are lying vacant, and in each protected area, particularly potential protected area like Bhitarkanika, Thimilpal, Chilka, Satkosha, a biologist must be there. When we retired, and our friend Chandrasekhar is left, retired, and he is no more. So I think मते पुनाहुति पड़गला भाया लगुच मत रिसर्च रे आउ हबुची हब बोली जना पड़ुनी तेणु वेटलैंड मैनेजमेंट इज वेरी इंपोर्टेंट पैरामीटर ट्रेनिंग ऑफ वाइल्ड लाइफ frequent training to staff is needed because young boys are coming, young forest staff are coming recruited, they should know. And ex-situ we have stopped, very rarely we are going for in-situ. Nature is taking very good balance. And involvement of local people, that is very important. Initially when you initiated a project, for hatchlings, people did not cooperate with us. They did not supply us fingerlings or live fingerlings or any prawn. So we had a lot of difficulty, they were against us, we have a lot of meeting, but later they convinced, now the people are prosperous. They can see jeepable road, bus is flying, electricity is there, they have, tourism is getting, there are a lot of money. People are very resourceful now in that area. They are very, very happy. That happens, but there must be involvement of local people. Unless you, here another, this plight of this one will have the beautiful potential habitat. Mangrove habitat is being lost for prawn culture. That is still happening. But with this, even also Honorable High Court has ordered, people are still happening, our forest officers are fighting a lot to stop it, but still there is a problem. Okay, sir, thank you. Very much. Sir, sorry, sir. No. Thank you very much. I thank our two organizations, Nature and Wildlife Conservation Society and our friend.
Sudhakar, we'll have one or two questions from the audience. Anybody?
I thank everybody and the Forest Department. I owe to Forest Department all the staff. My friend was both Maji, Forest Guard, Forester and Ranger officer and all the. I started my career with the Sipalji, then CCF. Now up to date, I am working also after my retirement. Anything?
Any question, please?
No, not now. Not now. Because two factors were working that time.
No, Panigara, what do you want to know about illegal settlements? I think you tell very clearly impact of illegal settlements.
Yes. Carrying capacity, you see, I have told you just now, Bhitarkanika, the 75% hatchlings, earlings, juveniles, they are fragile population. And our population, you see, only 70% is now fragile. Because their survival rate is very few. You know that after 1,000 eggs, only a pair reach to adulthood. So there is 30% is sub-adult to adult. Only 300 we have adult and male and female. But our carrying capacity, it can accommodate for another 20, 30 years, no problem. If you give protection to the habitat, another interesting thing.
Sudhakar, please tell if any carrying capacity study has been done which says this is the carrying capacity of Bhitarkanika.
No.
Any numbers, if it has not been, it's okay.
Sir, it can, my study says it can accommodate 1,000 adults.
Okay. So we are at 30% level.
Oh, 1/3, yes.
What is the population now?
What is population? Only 300.
So we are at 30% level, yes, in terms of carrying capacity.
You don't calculate about the young ones. They don't survive. They are killed by a lot of predators.
I know you are very much excited to talk about. This is one of the greatest success stories of Odisha. But then we have limitation of time. Thank you very much for your efforts.
Thank you.
Now we request Dr. Elala A.K. Singh. I am sorry to rush you up. L.A.K. Singh, focus on the key learning, not otherwise.
Question answer करेगा.
नहीं 17-18 हुआ, maximum is 15, including question time. 17-18 time नहीं.
समस्तों को नमस्कार. The morning session was in such a manner that it set the tone for the day. And I have been assigned to talk about the Odisha tigers, why and how during the last 50 years? I can answer in 2 sentences. Because Government of India told us, so we did it. And the way they sent the guidelines, we carried on. But no. In between, there is a lot of story, lot of achievements, lot of agonies, lot of pressure. That is what we have conducted and achieved. And I dedicate this whole thing to Mr. Padma Shri Sarojraj Chaudhary, because of whom we started thinking about the tigers, even in India. Okay?
Next.
Okay. It all started in 1969. I'll be comfortable here. 1969. IUCN General Body meeting was there in Delhi, and everybody realized that tigers were no more observed in that many numbers as it used to be at the beginning of the 20th century. So tiger conservation should be taken up seriously. 1968-69, Mr. Jesse Daniel of JBNS, Bombay Natural History Society, he actually attempted through letters sent to different state governments, forest departments. Many departments didn't answer or could not answer, and Odisha also could not answer it. That's right. So, and everybody felt that there should be a proper assessment of the tiger population, and how do you do it? To see a tiger is difficult, and it is our person, Mr. Sarojraj Chaudhary, who was the senior research officer in FRI at that time. He gave a simple tool, the tiger tracer, just a glass frame, and that is a tiger tracer with which the 1972 tiger estimation in the country for the first time was conducted, and there were 1827 tigers. So the tiger tracer opened up the possibilities. The Wildlife Protection Act came 1972, and Project Tiger came up in 19. The areas which were, let us not sacrifice wilderness for earning revenue. Revenue is not the motto of wildlife conservation. Let the field science of for wildlife conservation be simple and intelligible to people who are at the grassroots level. Charles Darwin said, microscope was not needed to make groundbreaking discoveries, but that some of the most complex processes could be seen in naked eyes. And most of my field data, which I say now are things, they were through a measuring tape, a notebook or a pocket book, a pen, a camera given by FAO for some time, and a pair of binoculars. Okay, next. Cats have 9 lives. That is the proverb which goes. 1 life was taken away by Mughals, Maharajas. 2nd life by the Britishers. 3rd in independent India, it continued. Free India. 4th life was, okay, it was managed by Project Tiger, but NTCA came and said that they have finished. Now is the next life, so take care of it, and let us wish tigers do have, really they do have 9 lives. Thank you all for inviting me to revisit the subject. Thank you.
So we are now in the 5th life or 6th life?
Now we are probably...
Anyway, any single question except Dr. Panigrai who usually asks a question. Yes, one officer, please.
Yes.